Once upon a time, there was a man named Jack who lived in a small town nestled in a valley. Jack was a good man, but he was also poor. He worked hard every day to make ends meet, but it was never enough. He lived in a small house with his wife and 2 children, and they struggled to put food on the table. One day, as Jack was walking through the town, he met a strange man. The man was tall and thin, with pale skin and piercing blue eyes. He wore a black suit and a red tie, and he carried a cane. Jack had never seen the man before, but there was something about him that made him uneasy. The man approached Jack and introduced himself as the devil. Jack was taken aback by this, but the devil assured him that he meant him no harm. In fact, the devil said he had come to offer Jack a deal. The devil explained that he had the power to make Jack rich beyond his wildest dreams. He could give him all the money he needed to provide for his family, and more. In return, the devil asked for Jack's soul. Jack was hesitant at first, but the devil was very persuasive. He told Jack that he could have everything he had ever wanted if he just agreed to the deal. Jack thought about it for a long time. He knew that making a deal with the devil was a dangerous thing to do, but he also knew that he needed money to provide for his family. Finally, he agreed to the devil's terms. The devil smiled and disappeared, promising to return soon with the riches he had promised. Jack went home feeling both excited and afraid. He couldn't believe that he had made a deal with the devil, but he was also relieved that he would finally be able to provide for his family. The devil returned the next day, as promised. He brought with him a large bag filled with gold coins. He handed the bag to Jack and told him that it was just the beginning. There would be more riches to come, but only if Jack kept up his end of the bargain. Jack took the bag of gold home and showed it to his wife. She was overjoyed and couldn't believe that they now had enough money to live comfortably. They bought a larger house and nicer clothes, and they no longer had to worry about where their next meal would come from. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. The devil returned several more times, always bringing with him more gold and promising even greater riches to come. Jack and his family lived like kings, with servants to wait on them and everything they could ever want at their fingertips. But as time went on, Jack began to realize that something was not right. He had made a deal with the devil, and he knew that he would have to pay the price. He became afraid for his soul, and he worried about what would happen to him and his family when the devil came to collect. One night, as Jack lay in bed, he heard a knock at the door. He got up to answer it, and there was the devil, standing in the moonlight. The devil had come to collect on his deal, and Jack knew that there was no escaping him. But then, something strange happened. As the devil looked into Jack's eyes, he saw something that he had never seen before. He saw regret, and he saw fear. He saw a man who had made a mistake and was now paying the price. The devil realized that he didn't want Jack's soul anymore. He had already taken too much from him. He had taken away his peace of mind and his sense of self. He had turned him into a greedy, selfish man who cared only about money.